How's it going, folks? I'm JP. Welcome to the Bonehead Fabrication YouTube channel. I just wanted to stop for a minute here up in the beautiful Nevada mountains and tell you a little bit about what to expect from my YouTube channel in the coming months and years, hopefully, and tell you a little bit about myself and who I am and what I'm looking forward to from here on out. So, first off, like I said, I'm JP. Nice to meet y'all. I'm a mechanical engineer by trade. That's my full-time day job. I used to be a automotive test engineer and a test driver. I have quite a few years of experience doing that. Um, I've also been a gearhead since basically I could walk and talk. I've been pointing at cars and reading magazines and watching YouTube videos about them since I was knee high to a grasshopper. So it's been a big passion of mine for years and continues to be. So that's going to be a big focus of this YouTube channel is about my vehicles and taking trips with them and doing upgrades and modifications and all that cool car stuff. So uh, look forward to lots of that. I'm also a bit of an obsessive problem solver. I like finding issues and trying to figure out why they're happening and how to fix them. So, any problem, whether it's vehicular or anything I can get really nitty gritty and nerdy and down and in the weeds about, I like to do. So, if you don't like technical nerdiness and diving deep into topics, then I might bore you. So, apologies for that if that's the case. I'm also a husband and father, so family is very important to me. I'm not planning for that to be a big part of this YouTube channel, but it is a big part of me personally, so that'll have a big part of my life and not necessarily just doing this as my full-time dedicated thing. This is definitely a hobby and a side project for me, but something I am passionate about and hope to share my hobbies a little bit with you and share the things I learn and the adventures and beautiful place I live. So that's a big part for me. Finally, I'm really big on community and allowing people to find a home where they belong and feel like they have a valid opinion. I want that to be a big part of this YouTube channel. And you guys, well, my camera blew over. Hopefully, it'll stay this time. Apologies for the discontinuity. Where was I? I'm passionate about this community that I can create here and that you guys can create with me. So I want this to be a place where people can learn and feel like they have things in common with the people that also come here and with me and the people around me. So I would invite you guys to share in that community. And if this is what you're into, welcome home. So yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the next spot. Ugh. All right, folks. So the next thing I want to talk about is what my planned content for the future is going to be, what kind of things you should expect to see on this channel, what I'm personally interested in filming and doing and sharing with y'all. The first one is obviously vehicle stuff and adventure. This is pretty much my favorite thing to do with my time, exploring new trails, um, going out in the wilderness, enjoying nature. And figuring out what kind of trails I can do with my vehicles and building and upgrading them is definitely a big part too. So hopefully there'll be some future upgrades to see with this vehicle as well as some others down the road. So definitely adventure and trail runs, expect to see that kind of stuff, exploring new trails, and hopefully some build and test type stuff, whether it's installing a lift kit or suspension or some sort of other upgrades. Also testing, seeing how it works, seeing how it improves the performance. A lot of before and after stuff. I love testing to see how much something improves when you work on it. So that would definitely be a big part for me. Potentially also some review type stuff. You know, if I find something that I'm really interested in and I can explain to you all why it's great or why it's terrible and why I spent my money on it or whether it's worth spending your money on. Would love to do that kind of stuff. I would also love to review vehicles in the future too, whether it's personally owned off-road vehicles or new vehicles or weather vehicles are good off-road, those sort of things. That would be super cool in the future. So that's definitely a goal of mine. Um, in addition, some more product and part focused stuff. I love to create my own parts since I'm an engineer and I love obsessing about stuff. So building my own vehicle parts hopefully would be a goal, and testing others' parts and seeing what works together and what's the ideal uh, way to complete something or to fix something, to solve a problem or solve an issue. Building and testing, and hopefully someday working on my own products to sell to you guys, and the process of what it looks like to create those and to iterate and to prototype and figure out what works and what doesn't. So that kind of moves into my next thing, which would be the schedule, what my hopes and plans for that would be. Expect at least a bi-weekly, honestly more likely probably once a month, so somewhere in that schedule. I do have a full-time job and a family to be concerned with, so it's definitely not going to be a daily upload type deal or even a super consistent thing. That's not my intent or my capability at this current time. I do want to keep up with this regularly and share what I'm learning and what I'm working on. So there's room for life to happen in the midst of that, and I'm sure you guys would understand that because most of you have day jobs and lives as well. But I want to carry you along for the fun projects. So that's what to expect there. As far as supporting me, the easiest thing to do is just to watch the videos. Stay up to date. Watching the videos all the way through, that's a big way to help and keep the internet engaged in what I'm doing, as well as the normal YouTube stuff, liking, commenting, subscribing. That helps me know that you guys like what I'm doing, and hopefully give me feedback for how to get better or just what you'd be interested in. So those are the easy ones. As far as financial stuff, I do have a Patreon. For those of you that are really interested in what I'm doing here and want to support me personally, that would be super helpful and allow me to tackle more complicated projects in the future, or invest into the future of this channel and these projects. Also merch, definitely. I'm near-term goal is to be able to create some shirts for you guys, and not just like lame old YouTuber stamp merch, but something that I would want to wear, and something that promotes the culture and the lifestyle that I'm about. So look out for that stuff, and hopefully someday longer in the future, maybe creating some of my own products and parts and off-road equipment and gear. So that would be a longer term goal, and hopefully share that process with you guys, as I said, and hopefully it would be something that would be beneficial for you as well. So those are my goals. That's the plans going forward. With that, that's what's to expect for the future. All right, so the final thing I want to share with you guys is what my personal goals are for this channel, how I want to interact with it myself, and hopefully how you guys can interact with it as well. I want this channel to be a place where I can share my struggles and my failures and my successes, whether that's in a project or on an adventure and telling the whole story of what happens, or even just in life in general. We're all doing this together and we're all struggling with things and failing at things. So I want you guys to feel less alone and hopefully be even somewhat entertained by me struggling and failing at things, and seeing that you can make it through, and you can just do your best and figure things out. So I would hope to encourage you guys in that and inspire you with your own projects and things that you have going on in your life. One thing that I would like to share with you guys and hopefully inspire you guys into is curiosity and figuring out how to solve problems and having a sense of adventure in life, seeing what's out there, asking questions, understanding why things happen, and the world around you. So that's a big personal goal of mine, and I would love to bring you guys along on that journey and hopefully show you that, it's not so scary, and bit by bit you can learn more and figure things out and grow and be an even better and more knowledgeable person than you were before. The last thing I'd like for this channel is for it to be a place where people can feel like they belong, and that it can be a healthy community of people helping each other and teaching each other things. I want to value constructive and helpful feedback. You know, none of us know everything, and most of us probably know something that someone around us doesn't. So being able to caringly share that with someone is super awesome. I hope to share with you guys some of the things that I've come to learn and experience, and I hope you'll be able to share that with me and others as well that may not know things or may not have experienced things, and for us to just all grow together and help each other be more knowledgeable, well-rounded people, and not just a people that think they know everything or want to tear other people down because they may not know something, or they may not have experienced something. So that's just how I would like you guys to behave, and the kind of community I want to create here. I believe it's very important for people to have a place where they can belong to and share freely and have a valid opinion. So that's just my ask of you guys as you interact here, to share that and carry that on to those around you. So uh, thanks for listening. Thanks for hearing me out in what my hopes for the future are, and for this little place on the internet that we can create together. Um, and I just want to share with you my kind of slogan and mantra going into this, which is just to do the best you can with what you have. I'm a bit of a recovering perfectionist myself, so I tend to obsess about little things and try really hard to make sure everything is perfect and ironed out and understood before I even try something. So I think this channel is a personal experiment and journey for me in my best just being good enough and not having to stress about every little detail or uh, obsess over the little things, but to just give it the best I've got and be okay with I don't have all the answers or all the money in the world or all the time to make my projects and my ideas perfect. So that's the goal that I'm carrying forward into this, and something I would encourage you perfectionists out there into as well. Um, as Winston Churchill likes to say, perfection is the enemy of progress. And I'm trying to live by that motto myself. So I'm just doing the best I can here, and I know that you guys are too. So let's just figure it out together. Thanks so much. See you around.